What's going on, folks? Eddie Carrington, mayor of Flux City, and today I am on the east side. I had the fire marshal come back and talk me through the installation of a Knox Box, which basically gives the fire department the ability to gain access to keys in the event of an emergency to the facilities, whether it be the apartments or the general areas of the facility. They need access and or would prefer to have access to the building in the event something happens. And the alternate option is for them to basically break down doors, bust out windows, and as a landlord, I would prefer not to go through that process. But with that said, Lieutenant Herbert stopped by and talked me through the Knox Box process. We looked at the location where we're gonna have it installed and the time frame it's gonna take. Another thing I ended up having to do this week was drop off some keys to the post office. They haven't been delivering mail here, which for good reason is due to the fact that they didn't have a key to get into the facilities. But one of the things that we've been waiting for from the post office was what we call arrow keys or arrow locks. And this lock/key is what the post office basically uses in order to gain access to the mailboxes that we have situated in the lobby of the facility. And for whatever reason, they're back ordered anywhere from 3 months plus. So I went in back in December to officially order the arrow key from the post office, and here we are in March, and that key/lock has yet to be received by the local post office facility to in turn come and install within the actual mailbox that we have in the lobby for our tenants. Yeah, everybody loves that corner unit, right?
I know. And I just took him through the 2-bedroom, and he's like, really? I just couldn't stop thinking about this corner unit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, might as well show you this one if this person who I sent the application out is sleeping on it.
Yeah, understandable. Absolutely. One of the things we've been trying to figure out is how to actually get mail to our tenants, even though we don't have that arrow key/lock installed. And I think we came up with a strategy, but we're still working through how to securely, oh my bad, what's going on?
Do you have a tape measure down here anywhere?
Let's see. I also had a great conversation with the restaurant tenant that is coming to this space soon, and they're prepping to submit permit so they can start construction. And that's when it gets real for me when it comes to this commercial space. I would love to be able to feel like this project is complete, and in essence it is, or in a sense it is, right? But one of the promises that I made to the community was the restaurant. I wanted to find a restaurant to service the community, a unique restaurant, uniquely ran, unique concept, and I found that. I found an amazing tenant with the help of East Warren Development Corporation and Mamba with Baobab. They introduced me to this tenant that will be coming to the ground level of this East Side development. But once again, it doesn't become complete or well-rounded until we actually have their ribbon cutting. I can't wait to actually be able to celebrate the restaurant tenant as well as the yoga tenant that will also be inhabiting this ground level of this facility. That's when it becomes well-rounded, and that's when I can feel that feeling of completeness with this project. We're not there yet. We are there, but we're still working towards it. So with that said, I appreciate you chiming in, watching yet another Flux City Weekly. We're getting close to 100. and we're getting close to 2 years of weekly episodes. I don't know how to feel about that, other than you've been able to experience a lot with me. And I really just appreciate folks chiming in, listening to me ramble. You know, this is not an easy process when it comes to commercial development. I wish I could have brought you into this process a lot sooner, even at times before the commercial loan was closed, before we closed on our construction loan, more specifically. But hopefully in the future I can bring you along on other projects a lot earlier than even what I was able to accomplish with this project. But there have been a few folks that have been with me since the beginning, and I really do appreciate you. Every so often you reach out to me and let me know that you have been following my process and my progress for this span of roughly 2+ years, even before me sharing these videos. And I really appreciate you guys, as this is not necessarily a comfortable thing to do. Even with me doing it weekly, I thought that I would be a lot more comfortable sharing these types of experiences. And I'm more of an introvert than anything. And in some scenarios, I'm forcing myself to show you what it takes in order to make a project similar to the Ribbon a reality. But at the end of the day, I think it's necessary for us to share our experiences, our stories, in order to motivate the individuals that are on the sidelines or are in action with a project that they're working on now that may not necessarily be moving at the speed that they wanted to move. At the end of the day, if I can do it, you can do it too. Just keep pushing, stay focused, pivot when you need to. But this is a full contact sport, obviously. And people just need to realize that this isn't a 9 to 5. This is a industry, and this is a task when it comes to development that requires your full attention. There are no off days. There is no vacation days. There are no sick days. You have to get up and you have to execute, and you have to move the needle as much or as little as possible when you have the opportunity to, in order to make things like these types of projects a reality. But with that said, I appreciate you chiming in, and I'll see you in the next episode.
Detroit, the birthplace of what was once the vibrant Black Bottom, where African Americans built homes and raised their families, and right next door was Paradise Valley.
Acre for acre, Black Bottom is the most historically rich, historically represented entertainment. It was the focal point. It was kind of a hybrid and hodgepodge of all those things.
But in the 1960s, Paradise Valley faced devastation, displacing families and erasing its vibrant fabric. a consortium of dedicated developers has set out to continue its revitalization.
My name is Hiram Jackson. Hello, I'm Ismail Homani.
I'm Marvin Beatty.
I'm Roger Basmajian.
My name is Dennis Arthur Jr.
I'm Rainey Hamilton.
They understand that revitalization is not just about physical structures. It's about honoring the past while creating vibrant spaces for the future.
Telling and preserving the story and the history of Paradise Valley and creating spaces where that history can be explored.
If you come into the Vinyl Society, a lot of our art on the wall to your right when you come in is original promotional work from the clubs and bars from Paradise Valley.
The legacy of Paradise Valley is one that is rich in culture and entertainment.
Talents and lots of local employees, Detroiters.
The new Paradise Valley is in honor of the Paradise Valley that was lost.
The vision for Paradise Valley is clear: to create a district that celebrates its unique heritage while integrating modern amenities that attract both locals and visitors.
And we really wanted to be a part of just the rebuilding of our amazing city